Hi, this is Deanna. I am the Cosmic Engineer, and I'm going to start a WordPress creation website video. It's a lot of words. Okay, so the first thing to do is decide where you want to host it. So in other platforms, like for example, Shopify or Squarespace, they're hosted like within inside that particular um, like Shopify, everything kind of gets done in Shopify. It's just go to that website and set up an account and you can start building your website there. Same thing with Squarespace. With WordPress, it's a software that I guess it's a software. I don't even know the exact terminology that would work out, but I'm going to say it's a software. It's a software that is built on like open licensing. So the actual WordPress platform is basically it's free. All the things you add into it, you can get some free stuff there. There's actually quite a few things that are free that are available, but you also can purchase different plugins, themes, and other kinds of utilities to help you with managing and making your website do exactly the things you want it to do, because it has quite a broad range of capabilities. You can put a shop on there, you can do a membership platforms, that kind of thing. So it's pretty much, I don't know if it's unlimited 100%, but it's pretty darn close. So anyway, so I, in the last few months, have just run into so many clients who are using Bluehost, and I had a few interactions via my clients on them getting support from Bluehost, and I was really impressed with how the clients were treated and the issues resolved, that kind of thing. So it just kind of was interesting because I'd heard of Bluehost. It's been around for a while, but I'd never had any interactions with it. So just my experience with these clients, they've been using them for a while. They enjoyed them. They liked their, support people, that kind of stuff. So I do. I'm just going to basically use this. I don't get anything. I don't have an affiliate link and nothing. I don't even have my own server hosted on Bluehost because I've been using someone in Canada for a long time. But in this case, I do enjoy a lot of what they have. So I just wanted to, this is just going to be a quick little video just to give you a concept. So when you have, when you're using WordPress, you need to put it on a hosting platform. And this is where the difference is between, say, a Shopify or a Squarespace, because they're already in the hosted platform. It's all in one type of thing. Same with Wix. This is something you need to like add in. So you would install it, but you need the server. So I am just going to show you many places, like there's InMotion hosting and SiteGround as well. I've interacted with those both, and those seem to be just fine. I don't generally have to talk to anybody about it just because my background has me familiar with a lot of the things that I can do inside of the back end panel in those places. So, but Bluehost, and I'm not saying that InMotion hosting or SiteGround don't have good service. I just didn't have an opportunity to interact with them in the same way as I did with Bluehost. So basically, for example, if you wanted to do this, this is very similar what you'll find in other places. So you go to the place. So I'm going to Bluehost. This is where your options are for a site. And what we're going to do is just I'm going to base the following tutorials that I'm going to record. I'm going to base them off WordPress hosting. So, and I've just listed US dollars up here, but you can show they have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 altogether options of currency that you could be built in. So here is the one. It really does depend on what it is that your plans are. So I'm going to make an assumption that the people that would be watching this video would be, starting from scratch kind of thing. And it would make sense to use this particular option, the basic one. But you can see here, if you go to one of these other options, you obviously get a lot more. So when you have a situation where it's saying unlimited websites and unlimited storage, it means that if you happen to be somebody who has many businesses or you want to have many websites, you can get one of these options instead, and you can then put together, like, so if you have all these domains and you want to run different types of websites for those, you could be doing that in these options here. But this is what I'm recommending for just a one website. It's a good price. So let me just show you. I'm not going to create an account because that doesn't make any sense for me. I'm just going to show you at this point. I'm going to go push this create my domain later. But if you have, for example, if you don't even have a domain right now and you want one, this is where you would search here and it'll tell you what, so you pick out, mywebsite.com and hit next, and it's going to tell you if it's available or not. So here it's saying it's not available, which of course it's not. But anyway, that's what you do. And you can also pick which of the dots that you want. I mean, obviously, the .com is, the most used right now, but there's a lot of people who are moving into like .org, .net. I've even seen .life. I haven't seen all of these ones, but if you're in the UK, .co.uk is typical, that kind of thing. So anyway, this is what you would do. Or if you already have one, you would put in your own domain. That's it might be better to do another video completely. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, whether it's needed. But if you many people will have maybe bought their domain a while ago, even just thinking, oh, one day I'm going to do a site. So you may have done it on different places, like maybe GoDaddy seems to be popular. I'm not really a fan of GoDaddy, but it doesn't matter. But there's quite a few places, Google Domains. There's lots of places now that let you buy. So you would just put that in here, and then what they'll do is they'll guide you on how to, what we call point your domain when it's sitting at another register. And then you, once you've done that, you've pointed it and all of the internet knows about it. Sometimes it takes a couple of days to have the whole internet figure out that you now have a new home for the domain. Then, that will all be done they'll guide you in Bluehost so that when you're all done creating the site, your domain will work. So just to show you pricing and whatnot, I'll just click this. Okay, so it's going to ask you obviously for information. And then it's showing you what your options are. So I'll just tell you, like, every one of these places that I've ever worked with, they give you a super good deal at the beginning, and it's up to you whether you want to pick, like, 12 months, 3 months. Sometimes they offer 6 or 7 months. It's up to you how obviously you want to do that. This is for 3 months. This is a very good deal. So I just wanted to show you, like, you don't have to do, these are extras, but I really recommend this, especially this one. And that's why I would keep that one clicked. So it's going to help out if something happens, because what they'll do is they'll take that back up and keep it on the site, but they also send you an email and let you know that the backup had been completed, that you could download that and save it. So that's a really good feature should anything happen, because things can just happen on the internet, right? I actually had not too long ago had a situation where the server that I was sitting on had been corrupted at the hosting company. So there had to be a restore from backup. So it happens. And I have been with them for many, many years and it never happened. So that's why I do like that. This here, it's definitely something you can do. It helps you with this SEO. And I will just tell you right off the bat, I'm certainly not an expert in any way, shape, or form. So that's up to you to decide if you want to do that, pay them to help you with that. So this one's really going to depend on whether you have a store. And what I've found is that they do have these hosting companies all offer something called an auto SSL. And so you will actually have one. And that's the one I actually just use if I'm not, running some kind of big store or whatever. But if you're running a store and you really want to, be able to feel more comfortable that you've got your own domain, because the auto SSL is basically something that is used in conjunction with other accounts. Because when you get one of these smaller hosting packages, you're really sharing server space with others. They don't see you per se, right? Obviously, but in the back end at the hosting company, they're actually it's like a farm, and they're all sharing resources and stuff like that. So they're able to put an SSL in there and sort of I'm trying to think of ways to describe it, but like they're portioning off parts of it is maybe a way to imagine how they've done that so that everybody can share in it. So this being single, this is one that you would pay that is your very own SSL account. So that would bring you the most comfort if you're running an online store, especially if it's lots of products and you're going to get lots of traffic. So I've left that out for now because we're just going to talk about building a very really nice, simple website. So that's why I'm just going to leave that off. And then this one I think is really important as well. Because I don't know, but I've certainly heard of lots of people who are having these kind of attacks. So you, again, do not have to do this, but I'm just leaving that here just to show you pricing. And so what they're saying here is that they're giving you 67% off. So for 3 years, it's less than $200 to host. So I think that's a really good deal, and that's what I would recommend for everybody. So I'm going to just end this here, and then I'm going to start another video, and I'm going to show the how you get into the WordPress and get started on creating a website. So thanks very much for listening, and hopefully this was helpful.